Okay, Danny, there's something that I saw in here that I really like, and I've got a suggestion for you moving forward. Start out with the part that I really like. As I watch your hands, you're doing a much better job of keeping your hands close to your back shoulder. You used to create a lot more space. Your hand's still a little bit behind your back shoulder, but it's a lot better than I've seen before. And you can kind of see, as you watch those major league samples that I put, you can kind of see where their top hand stays relevant to their back shoulder and how it just kind of rides down. You get a little bit behind it, but it's staying more connected than I've seen it in the past. As we watch this one over here, same thing, much more connectivity. It got just a little bit behind there, but it's more connected than I've seen it before. Now, in both of those, you can see that you are still set up to be a little bit around, right? And as we watch from impact to extension, how you get going around a little bit. And you could kind of see that on the left-handed curveballs that were coming in being a little bit tough for you yesterday. As you got a little bit of that around action, you got through that one a little bit better. Still have a little bit of an around type of action. So the way that we'll be able to get rid of that movement right there where your hands just get a little bit behind your back shoulder. But again, I can't pull up old swings on here because we're constantly deleting for space. But that's not as much space as we've had before between your back shoulder and your top hand. I would just encourage you to just keep getting a feel for both your lower half and your upper half for really driving through the ball, like straight to it, where you just get a little bit of an around, like a spinning type of action, and your hands just set to go a little bit more around. I'll show you as you're coming down. You can just see you just set your lower half up to just open up a little bit. You can see right there that I'm setting my lower half up to just be a little bit around. Just keep thinking that stuff that we've talked about, that all of my motion is going straight towards it as opposed to setting myself up a little bit around. Again, you're hitting the ball hard because you are clearly getting lower half before upper half, clearly getting lower half before upper half. I would just encourage you to keep thinking. The other thing I wanted to point out, you're definitely getting that back elbow independent of the hands. Just keep feeling everything is going to drive straight out versus a little bit around. And ideally what we want to see, and you can see it in the samples with the major leaguers, is that as we get to here and get to here, we'll see that we're even more, our hands are even with our shoulder as opposed to being a little bit behind. And that's just a motion of I'm going forward with my lower half, going forward with my lower half out to the ball. My hands are just coming straight down as opposed to getting that little bit of a round type action.